Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, and I hope that everybody, whenever you are online, that's we are going to take a little while for everybody to make sure that our conference, the orientation is going to start very soon. Okay, so please make sure, okay, if you are able to turn on your camera, you are highly encouraged that we can see you in advance. But if you cannot, definitely just please follow on our agenda today. That we are going to take quite a while. We are going to take this one following 1 hour to spend the time to let you understand what is kind of the very important background message and also a more detailed description into the context this year. So whenever you feel like I'm speaking too fast or too slow, or you want a further description, please just leave the message at the chat box. So we have our social media community manager who will be replying to you immediately. And if you have any questions on certain page or certain criteria, please also leave the message there. So we are going to conclude all the questions and we will going to answer those questions one by one right after our agenda finish. Okay, so at first, let me introduce today my partner, Dr. Ngo, will be the partner and also the representative, the director of NCKU Overseas Hub in Vietnam. She will be introducing also the background. She is definitely the founder of this contest, and we are very lucky that we can collaborate, join as a partnership this year to co-host this event together. And later on, that's definitely the first thing is I'm going to let everybody understand about the full process, about what will happen before and in the middle and after CIFI, and what are the bookends for, and what are you going to have your learning, what will be your lesson, how do you say, the lesson learned after the journey, spending the half an years together with us. And then definitely I will let Dr. Mo to introduce what are the criteria and also the topic and also who is eligible to join the contest with us. Okay, so please, everybody, if you are ready, give us like a heart, stand up or anything to let us know that you are here with us. Okay, yeah, that would be great. Okay, so yeah, awesome. So maybe we will start with have a briefly understanding. Oh, sorry, and let me introduce that there is a QR code here. Okay, whenever you are going to see the QR code on every page, is that when you feel like we didn't explain it clear enough, or you want to know more about a specific uh, aspects, please just use the QR code to leave your message. And definitely we will just reply all these questions one by one. So don't worry that we will be. And for those questions that we already have the answer, our community manager will give you the answer at the chat box. But for those that will need a further description, me and Dr. Ngo will be here just to help. So let Dr. Ngo to say hi.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. It's my great pleasure to accompany with you to the contest and the whole Future Dynamic program. Hope you enjoy the time this afternoon. If you have any question, please don't hesitate to scan the QR code and leave the question on the chat box too. Thank you, Leslie.
Okay, thank you. So I will learn from Dr. No next time to introduce myself in Vietnamese. Okay, hopefully. Okay, after the 6 months. Yes. Okay. So first, okay, I'm going to introduce about who will be kind of the most important partner that we are partnering with will be Bank Sinopec. Okay. So whoever represent Bank Sinopec, please wave your hands or give some sign up or something to let us know that you are there. Okay. So to have understanding about the Bank Sinopec, actually Bank Sinopec is a large commercial bank in Taiwan, and right now it's very well known and also being very famous about its digital banking services especially among the younger generation. Okay, so and also the bank Sinopec branch in Ho Chi Minh City right now has already celebrating its 20th year celebration just this year, 2024. Okay, so actually all of us will be a great honor and also pleasure to join the process and also to be part of their celebration of this 20th year. Especially, there's a very specific goal and also a purpose from Bank Sinopec to support this context this year. Because of the 20 years operation in Vietnam, that's actually Bank Sinopec has accumulated a quite huge amounts of business partners and also clients among the markets. But what is usually the biggest challenge right now is that it will be highly related to the context, the theme, and also the challenge this year is about personal. Okay, to extend the business into a more personal banking area. This is actually the reason that the bank has been bringing this topic together with us. So for those who are in kind of participating in this process, that's actually what is really valuable for now for us is that we are all are learning in the real world challenge. Okay, so with the previous 20 years experience in Vienna markets and also much longer here in Taiwan, we are definitely we will be kind of joining, solving the problem together in the following 6 months. Okay, and next. And Bank Sinopec for the previous 2 years previous years that it's also been recognized as one of the most valuable brands who is kind of devoting in also in the sustainable initiative. No matter in the loan or in the personal banking, or there are also a lot of best digital digital application in many aspects. So, for example, the funding of our Atelier Future also come with a kind of totally digital branch in the campus of NCKU. So, with all this kind of great initiative in the previous years, that we are very happy to welcome and also all the contestants to join the challenge together with us. That's we are going to learn from the experience in Taiwan, but definitely we are going to have a final destination in Vietnam as the journey begins. Next. So to let everybody to understand that actually for the whole thematic and also the approach, that's it's actually funded by Bank Sinopec and NCKU together that we formed as an organization called Atelier Future. Okay, so if you are interested in any contents that we created before, please just visit www.atelierfuture.org. Okay, so you're gonna see some articles, or you can search us on the internet. We also have some international engagement projects before, but overall, we are going to call this program Future Dynamic. So to introduce the year's challenge and also the program that we are going to see things that's what is actually the fundamental challenge we try to tackle for the previous years. And also the next thing to go on. So for those who are able to join the contest and finally become one of the 15 seats of the scholarship to visit Taiwan, that definitely we are going to host the bootcamp here in Thailand and also another session in Taipei at the HQ of Bank Sinopec as the program, as the bootcamp program. But before that, actually, what we are going to go through together, this is just the building where we are in Taiwan. Okay, next. That's as we know. Okay, we are trying to create. We are going to create such impact to the world by cultivating young scholars, young talents like all of you. And while we are surrounding everything as a theme of the future, actually the question that we are asking ourselves every day is what represents the future. So we have been advocating for the future. We started a few years ago. That's we have been dedicating in digital transformation, and right now with another very important penetration in sustainability, as we know as a twin transition for the global markets. That's we also pioneer of the innovation, and also we try to navigate all the students to go through the process of self-learning curve. Okay, so with understanding that we see ourselves as a hub to embrace all kinds of diversity. So some students are asking, with certain backgrounds or with certain skill sets, am I able to join the program? Let me tell you, everyone is qualified to join the program. Okay, we try to see how we are going to learn from each other. We are going to see the breakthrough through the radical innovation, and also we are going to have all this collaborative mindset through the creative leadership to cultivate everybody with an open-minded kind of the mindsets that we are able to co-create and create an impact to others. And next. So as I just kind of introduce what we are going to do in the following days. It's okay. Let me just continue and let the team, our team, to fix the kind of technical issue for just a little while. Okay. Why do we call this as a self-navigating? Why do we call this a self-navigating learning process? I think the most important thing is that during our learning in certain discipline, that sometimes right after you graduated from high school, from university, that you started to understand and you are going to have a very stable growth and you are going to seek for your career. But in the long run, that's by the time that we are facing the changing and also the diversity of what is happening every day. Okay, everything is no longer like fixed and stable. And how are we going to make us to become the one who is able to tackle and also willing to take the challenge for whatever it comes up, to face the uncertainty and also to embrace the essence of innovation. So with all this growth mindset, creative leadership, and also the cross-disciplinary skills are actually the expectation that for all the coaches and also the mentors and facilitators, especially the corporate partners who bring you to the real world challenge, we are hoping you to go through the way and be able to equip with all these soft skills that is going to support you with your self-learning. So if we are really coming back to see as the starting point of the journey of CIFI, the first thing is that we really want you to see yourself as the mindset you are willing to take the challenge and you are willing to solve the problem. Okay, and next. So among all the projects about digital banking and also that we are doing for previous years in Taiwan, that's the we actually started to take the campus or as a sandbox. We take out all those unmet needs. We try to see that how digital banking are going to create a better life for our everyday living. So come back to you because right now everybody is on the campus. Are you able to find out what are the unmet needs that you are trying to solve or the gaps you try to bridge with your ability that you learn from your classroom, from your peers, and also to create a real solution? I would say what is really important is that we are creating a real solution to together to co-work with the bank. And also you are going to see your real work to be delivered on the real markets. Okay, so what we are learning from all the previous students we engage in the Future Dynamic program is that we understand that for you to really to harness such superpower as creative confidence of problem solving, you need a process of really getting something done. Okay, so for us, the reason the context is just a beginning other than the ending is that we really want to see your mindsets, your enthusiasm, your openness, and also all your how you can demonstrate yourself along the way. And then for some points that you started to take on your journey and also all together with all the multi-stakeholders that we are building as a sandbox in the following 6 months, how you are going to deal with it with your own ability and you believe that you are able to do it. That is the most important thing. Okay, next. So definitely for all this kind of global internship and also the engagement, it wasn't the first time. We have been working with multiple countries in multiple subjects and themes. So definitely, if you have any further questions on this part, please let us know, especially for the ones that you are interested in all this kind of global engagement. Yeah, just also, this is just for you to just have a direct contact with us. Okay, next. Okay, so next time I'm going to pass the stage to Dr. No. Yeah, that someone who is going to be someone is really important to us. Yeah, I'll let
Thank
you
you so
introduce
much,
it. Thank
Leslie, for your very kind introduction. That we have know about Bensino Park already until the future projects, and now I would like to introduce about the NCKU Overseas Hub in Vietnam. We are the one among three overseas hub of NCKU in Thailand, Vietnam, and also Malaysia. Many people asking me that what is the function of the NCKU Overseas Hub in Vietnam. So we separate in four categories. We would like to leverage the NCKU resources to Vietnam to produce the international education to the Vietnamese institution. And the second one, we would like to lay a bridge between the academy and industry. For example, the Taiwan industry and the Vietnam institution. And third one, we would like to use our resources to recruit the student, the young talent one, to go to NCKU for studying. And the last one is we working like joint research between the Vietnamese institution and NCKU. So you can see here the achievement of NCKU Overseas Hub. Actually, we established in 2017, but this time we call that a joint research project. And now since 2020, we upgrade become the NCKU Overseas Hub in Vietnam till now. And we have organized until now is almost 30 events and with a participant over 25,000. Now we create the social network with 82 partners around 38 countries, and totally we have delivered almost 607 certificates to our participants. And I mentioned about the CIFI 2023, that innovation contest last year. Actually, in the beginning, we did not narrow down in any cap topic. We just like write down that multidisciplinary field so that the application can apply any cap idea. They just start in their thinking. But in this year, very luckily that we have our sponsor from Antalya Future and also the Bensino Park. So we narrow down our topic, become the, like you see, develop the marketing strategy and design marketing landing page for online account opening and digital micro loan. You can see very clearly in our guideline. And that I mentioned that very lucky we have our sponsor. So last year, actually, we just provide the financial for the own of the team, around 30,000 NT. It's almost 27 million Vietnam dong. But luckily, when I read the feedback that many participants, they not only want to have the financial, but they would like to get the training from the expert in this field. And also they would like to have the experience in Taiwan. So our sponsor from Antalya Future and Bensino Park already very kindly to support it, not only the training 100 course in 3 months from the very expert in this field, but also provide a boot camp in Taiwan and Vietnam. And you see that each person you got the 15 million VND for the boot camp in Taiwan and also in Vietnam too. Advancedly, you also have a chance to join the internship in the Bensino Park. Leslie, you introduce you for more detail in this one, but I just briefly comparing last year and this year to let you know the overview of the contest. And last year achievement, we have attracted over 50,000 people around the world, and we have delivered 30 certificates for all participants that have win in the final round. Then we have collect 19 proposals from 10 registered field, different field, and we also have the 7 domestic and also international university. But this year, I'm still waiting for your registration for the contest. Until now, we have 5 teams already registered, and I hope that until August 5, you will get more and more on of your proposal form, and we will see you in Taiwan later. Yeah, please next slide. And I would like to change to Leslie to introduce about the detail about the future dynamic program. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. It will be definitely just it's a blessing to co-work with Dr. Mo. Yeah, I think for most of the Taiwanese, that's to really deeply to dive into the Vietnamese culture and also be able to partner with so many universities in Vietnam, and also for all the students who and as also the mentors and judges who are right now online. That's it's really lucky for us. That's we are able to build such consortium in such a rush time actually. But I just feel like what we are I believe that what we are doing is trying to continue. But we always believe that to join one context is about proving yourself that you are able to bring a very good idea to your crowd. But what is really important is that how you can become the change maker. That you have the idea and you are able to create such impact to the real field. No matter that you are interested, no matter where your interest, career or domain are, but I would believe that the power of doing is what we are trying to do in the Future Dynamic program. So the first thing is that I'm going to introduce, there are going to be three major phases in this program. The phase one is about how you can show your idea and how you can frame your problem, and you will be able to demonstrate your ability to reframe and also be able to design a solution as a preliminary concept. So the CIFI, Creative Innovation and Flash Idea, will bring to you in the following. Actually, we are going to after this orientation, you only have no longer than 3 weeks for your preparation. Okay, to wrap up your whole concept also. Okay, so till the end of August 15th, 2024, you are required to submit a final proposal, and then we are going to have our contest day on the August the 20th. Okay, so please, if you are here, make sure that you save and keep just put all these 2 days into your calendar. Okay, domestic time. Okay, August 15th and also August 20th. And for those who are interested in this one, definitely make sure that we are encouraging you to have 4 people in a group. Okay, and one mentor can be included. Okay, as a group to join the contest for CIFI. And the second phase is that we are going to have all this diving to the research and also the actual prototyping in digital marketing, in banking. So the hybrid training are going to last for 8 weeks. You are going to receive all these courses and also the training sessions well designed together by Bank Sinopac, Atelier Future, and also our digital banking partners in Taiwan. So for those who you are some of you, if you are interested in the data science for marketing and also for those all these digital banking skills, that's I will highly encourage you to continue the progress, because actually for the following 8 weeks, they are all going to produce in hybrid courses, online courses. But at the same time, that we are going to investigate on most of the participants' time to see how to avoid the conflicts between your curriculum and the other things, because at this time, I believe that semester already started. And for those who are required to, actually, you need to finish the internship. That's from July to November. Actually, this is quite an overlapping period of time together. So for those, you need a certificate to finish. If you finish the whole process, we are going to grant you as well as the internship certificates to prove that you finished the program. And by the end of the training course, there will be a hybrid training bootcamp happening at the mid-November. Both they are going to happen both in Taiwan and in Vietnam. Okay, so wherever you are right now, this kind of exchange program is really rare. That we really consider the students and participants from both countries. Then we are going to ensure your learning is going to actually have enough exchange and hybrids, this kind of inclusion about your experience. Okay, so and for the plane ticket and also some of the very basic stipend will be offered by this program this year. And for phase three, I think for some people who are looking for an extensive career, maybe you are able to graduate soon in the next summer in 2025. That's we will select it. It will be very, very highly competitive because we are only going to accept three candidates at the end of the whole program to join either in the Taiwanese HQ's internship or in the Ho Chi Minh City internship. But mostly, I think the internship will be received in Ho Chi Minh City branch as to continue your project for the digital banking, digital marketing in banking services. Okay, next. So to look into the more detailed situation, you are going to see that for now, that after the CIFI with the three winning teams are going to be the ones who got the reserved seats for all the training session. But we are going to open another like 3 seats for those who participate along the way. Then definitely we will welcome you to submit your personal CV and also your portfolio to us. That's we will also receive the personal application once we confirm how many seats that we are going to receive at the end of the CIFI. And then the 15 selected ones will be fully sponsored for the following hybrid training and also the bootcamp. Okay, and as I mentioned, that's by the end of the first 2 phases, only 3 seats are going to offer for now. But actually, there's another for the other internship that is opening. Definitely, the Bank Sinopac will be announcing along the way because I would say the opportunity is only open for those ones who really would like to demonstrate their capability and also willingness of participating in the following actual operation, day-to-day operation to the banking services, because financial services is definitely the industry who want to recruit someone with a very practical and also with the skills, not only the mindset, but with the skill set. So I believe the experience that we know, that's actually you are going to have the recruiter and also for those judges will be watching all the participants along the way. So if you try hard enough, definitely the opportunity is definitely yours. The next one. Okay, so as I mentioned, to be really dynamic and inclusive, if you are the sophomore, yeah, we are going to accept the application when you are you're over the sophomore, which is the second year of the university, and go all the way up. Okay, if you are no matter you are in postgraduates or you are in your PhD program, or if you already graduated, we all welcome you because this is a future talent cultivation process. So whoever that's are willing to join us, that we will welcome you with all our willingness. Okay, so make sure that you are going to show your enthusiasm and also your passion and also why you really like to continue your career with us with your application in the following submission. Okay, make sure you pour your energy in that because a lot of review are going to how we're going to see you is that we are only going to see you through all this paperwork together with your video that I'm going to explain to you. But please, this is not an assignment. It's about a group of real people are going to there to spend their time watching and seeing all your application documentation, all the documentation and all the documents that you provided. Okay, next. And what is the theme of the events? This year, that's the bank provide 2 products for us to become the major thing. The promoting the upcoming products who is coming to the markets. One is about an online personal account. So who will be attracted by a Taiwanese or a global bank, a global brand to for their personal banking services. And the second one is about digital microloans. So for those of you, you might understand that I believe the regulation and also the market and also the scenario right now in the younger generation of your markets is really different from the ones that we are facing in Taiwan. So for you, you also need to find out what is really going on. So I will highly recommend you to have more interviews, surveys on the people around you who already have the experience in all these personal accounts and also the loans. If you don't have any experience about that, definitely the first step is to figure out what does those products stands for and who will be the target audience that you are going to target to. And one very gentle reminder is that you have to remember marketing is not just about communication or copywriting. Marketing is about deliver one product to a specific target audience and to influence on their decision making. Okay, so it's not easy. Banking is a business that really needs highly, it takes a lot of trust and it takes a lot of personal information reveal to make such decisions. So you gotta make sure it's not just about promoting one product. It's about how we are going to have that specific target audience to match to the products and how we are going to make it a bundle or a package to show that this is actually the marketing plan you try to demonstrate to the judges in August the 20th. Okay, so the main focus definitely the concept and also how well you can show and also to demonstrate your idea. So make sure do not just type in a few kind of like words or use some I don't know AI generative contents to just to kind of to describe it. No, try visual tools that you can use Canva, you can use all these AI assist tools to demonstrate your ideas, use animation, use visual tools for you to show your ideas. I think that will be so much easier for most of the judges and also the people to understand what is really in your mind. Okay, and definitely please scan the code to more product information here because if you for now if you scan it you are going to see also that's and also we have this Notion page. If you for most of the things that we described today in the orientation, actually you can find most of them are in the Notion page too. Okay, next. And for the final page, okay, there will be each team has 5 minutes of presentation and 5 minutes for the judges Q&A. So make sure you have to make your presentation deck, upload it, and also before the context. And the next one is that to make sure you have your presentation limited within the 5 minutes. Because for all the contests, so many teams are going to finish their pitch. So it's impossible to delay. So whenever we are going to have the ring, you're going to stop your pitch. Okay, so make sure, okay, you are not going to spend too much time describing or introducing something that is irrelevant. Keep it precise, just within the 5 minutes. Okay, so we are going to have the first stage is that we are going to choose for each rooms of the judges, we'll choose the best teams in one room. And then we are going to have the final 6 teams going to have their roadshow in the afternoon. And all the teams are able to join and also to see who will be the final 6. And then we are going to choose the ones to join the next round of our Future Dynamic program. It's about all this hybrid training and also the bootcamp. Okay, so that's where this will be kind of I'm trying to let you to understand how everything are going to happen in the following process. Okay, so I also see a lot of questions already start coming up, so that's great. That means that you actually get my message. So keep the questions going, and then we will going on to the next one. Dr. Ngo is going to introduce that how we are going to evaluate for the very first phase. And also, please understand, you have to finish your registration before your final submission. Okay, make sure you finish your registration. And today that we are going to announce that actually we are going to postpone the registration 1 year, just 1 week longer, okay, just to make sure that you are going to fulfill and also to meet all these criteria for the registration. Okay, I also hope we can postpone for 1 year. Okay, that maybe that's my personal hope. No, we are going to close the registration next Monday. Okay, so make sure you are going to burn your late night oil. Okay, no longer than Sunday. Okay, you are going to wrap everything up this Sunday, next Sunday actually. Yeah. So that's probably for the submission, for the pitch deck, and also the video clip that you are going to show yourself. And also, these are the criteria that you are going to see. And definitely, you can see the proposal templates. You will receive the proposal templates once you finish your registration. Okay, so if you don't finish your registration, you won't be able to receive such templates and also to continue the following situation, following the following process. So we also have this yellow group. So please let us know. You can also ask in Vietnamese or in Chinese, or you cannot ask in Indonesian. Okay, no one in our social media group is good at Indonesian. Okay, so only the three. Okay, you can either use Chinese, English, or Vietnamese to because we hope that the contest will actually make you to feel the most comfortable for you to participate. Okay. So next one, I'm going to let Dr. Ngo to continue with the most difficult part. Is that how she is going to evaluate each team?
Thank you so much, Leslie, for your nice introduce. That Leslie mentioned about the proposal template you will receive after you register for the contest. But even though that you can see the template on the Notion page, later I will show you. Actually, I would like to briefly introduce what you will write in proposal template. Actually, it includes three parts. The part one, introduce your team. The part two, you mention about the team research description, like project description or motivation, why you would like to do this project. And for the describe part three, you can see in the yellow here, the part that we describe detail for you, because there's some case that we have discussed that if we just write our proposal, you have no idea how to conduct the proposal. So our team have list a very detailed, like for example, you list market research, you can see the market need, and you can do some survey like Leslie have just suggested you have to make the survey and not just go to internet, but maybe you can conduct the survey by yourself. Okay, and the second part about target customer segment, you will see what is your target customer group and you can find out the solution. And then the third one, we mentioned about SWOT analysis of the product. You may list the detail, what is the strength, weakness, weakness, something like this. And after that, you mention about user scenarios. You will mention about if you are the customer who using your product, what will happen. Okay, you can list detail in this. For design concept for the product landing page, I understand that the organizer understand that if just the short time, if you create or design a landing page is maybe a lot of work for you. But if you don't have enough time, in this time you may provide the design concept, and lately you will develop this design become the prototype later. For the marketing strategy of the product that Leslie also mentioned, based on the market research and survey and also your SWOT analysis, you will find out your marketing strategy for this product. Yeah, and for marketing strategy for the landing page on social media platform also based on your survey and also your research. And the most important thing, you also have to know that the cost and benefits of this analysis, the positive impact of the product on the society. We just not promote the product, but we don't familiar with the society. We have to thinking about the way how to contribute the value to the society. So that I mentioned. Actually, we have 3 parts. This one is part 3. We just let you know that the key point that you try to fulfill all of the requirement, then you will find out the solution, how to do with this proposal. And we just list here 3 steps, but actually it's very simple. Step 1, you just try to upload the file on the Google Drive. Yeah, and the file including 2 parts. One is PDF file. The PDF is the proposal that I have just mentioned to you. And the video clip, someone asking what you will mention in the video clip. You will mention about your team introduction. You will mention about the motivation, description about your project, less than 3 minutes. Yeah. And step 2, you provide the link to the submission form. We will make the play to let you submit the link. And then step 3, just confirm that you remember to already ensure that the file permission. Okay. Because sometimes that you submit, but we cannot open the link. Yeah. So remember that Leslie mentioned the submission deadline is the August 15. August 15 is the Thursday. So it's almost 3 weeks. Yeah, almost 3 weeks more. So be carefully to prepare this one. Please, next slide. Next slide, please. Yeah, that I mentioned where you can find the proposal template or product information. We have put this in registration form. You can see very clearly in the left side. And even though on Notion page, you can find out the Notion page of our event. You see here, 2 QR code, and you can find the proposal template that I mentioned. And for the Notion page, you can find out very clearly about landing page requirement for that product information and reference material about the easy up, about the landing page, about the requirement. Just follow up the notice from the organizer. Next, please. Yeah. So also Leslie mentioned about how to get the prize from the organizer. So based on the 5 criteria for the judging panel to selecting you. So of course, this one innovation contest. So the innovation and creativity is around 30%. You have to make sure that your landing page is innovative and also you create a user experience. So the more important thing that even though you are innovation and creativity, but because this product you're using in Vietnam, so you have to understand about the Vietnamese local culture to showcase your product feature and value. I think this is also very important. Okay, and the second one, you have to value proposition and relevance around 20%. You have to clearly show the value and advantages of your product. And eventually, you have to understand the needs of the target market user. And because this one is sponsored by Ben Sino Park, so you should be understand the messaging with brand image. I see the chat box, the representative of the Ben Sino Park have provided to you the brand image of the Ben Sino Park already. Yeah, for efficiency and feasibility, 20%. Because this one finally we will have the prototype. So lately you have to make sure that your product is usability and smoothness of the interface. And especially you have to use in the technology very suitable and the consideration of reasonable resources and budget. It's very important too. For presentation and clarification, it's almost 20%. I say that this one maybe you can describe in the video, and even though so through the slide, you just try to let the judging panel understand your idea, the impact of your product that I mentioned in the 5th category criteria in the social impact. You have to make sure that you have create the impact to the society and create a finance and sustainability environment. Yeah, Leslie, could you please kindly allow me to speak in Vietnamese a little bit, just describe more detail about the criteria?
Please speak a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah, as detailed as possible.
Dạ, dạ thì thay mặt ban tổ chức thì mình xin có một cái số hướng dẫn về cái phần tiêu chí đánh giá của cuộc thi là sẽ dựa trên 5 tiêu chí. Thứ nhất là tính đổi mới sáng tạo là sẽ chiếm khoảng 30% về cái phần đánh giá của ban giám khảo. Cái landing page để mà giới thiệu sản phẩm này thì lúc đầu có thể mình là chưa thiết kế được, nhưng mà nó là ý tưởng thôi, nhưng mà mình cũng sâu ra được cái tính sáng tạo của sản phẩm mình. Thứ hai là phải phù hợp với thị trường Việt Nam. bằng cách là sử dụng những cái nghiên cứu mà phù hợp với là tâm lý khách hàng để mà sáng tạo ra một cái landing page hoặc là một cái sản phẩm mà phù hợp với là người Việt Nam. Thứ hai là cái đánh giá cái sự phù hợp của đề tài thì thực ra là khi mà các bạn đọc rất nhiều thì các bạn có thể là bị nhầm lẫn, nhưng mà các bạn nhớ là cái tính phù hợp của mình ở đây đó là giống như là digital marketing để tạo ra landing page để quảng bá cái sản phẩm đó là hỗ trợ vay tiêu dùng, microloan, vân vân, như là chủ đề của cuộc thi, và các bạn là phải phù hợp với là cái thị trường tiêu dùng, cũng như là phù hợp với là cái thông điệp thương hiệu của Ben Sinopac. Giống như là ở trên phần chatbot là đại diện của Ben Sinopac có là đề cập đến là easy off, easy life, các bạn phải đề cập đến những cái tiêu chí đó. Và thứ hai là cái tính mà hiệu quả đó, thì ví dụ như là sau này lúc đầu các bạn chỉ thiết kế, nhưng khúc sau này các bạn sẽ tạo ra một cái giao diện, thì cái giao diện đó nó phải là sử dụng rất là mượt và sử dụng nó là thân thiện với khách hàng ha. Và thứ hai là sử dụng nguồn lực là rất là phù hợp với là một cái phần tài chính, năng lực tài chính là nó cũng phù hợp nữa, chứ nếu mình làm ra mà quá đắt rồi không phù hợp với là khách hàng, với những phân khúc khách hàng thì nó cũng khó. Rồi còn cái phần trình bày thì các bạn chỉ trình bày rõ ràng và thấy được dấu ấn cái tác động của đề tài mình là được. Còn cái phần social impact thì chắc chắn rồi, nếu mà các bạn có một cái cấu trúc survey làm rất là ổn, nghiên cứu về thị trường rất là ổn rồi, thì các bạn sẽ tạo ra được cái social impact của cái đề tài này. Yeah, mình chỉ nắm lại cái 5 tiêu chí đó. Okay, I'm finished in Vietnamese already. So could you please move to the next slide? Thank you.
Very precise.
Okay. So I mentioned some timeline is very important. That's Leslie and me mentioned many times. So for the phase one, we will focus on the CIFI contest. So this is the first schedule. We already finished the orientation today. And then now it's your turn to finish your registration process until the next Monday. No, on August 5th, also Monday. Yeah, August 5th. Okay, so don't forget the timeline. And you also you'll see the final page on August 28th. Yeah, the final page. And we mentioned we also have the online voting. We also try to spread your project to as much as possible. And for the winner announcement, we will announce around the end of August 27, so that you will see whether you will be select in 15 people, the lucky one to join in the phase two. That the phase two we have mentioned to here, we will select 15 people, including 3 winning team and the 3 selected candidate that Leslie also mentioned. On the judging panel and organizer actually observe and reading your project very carefully. And even though you don't belong to the top 3 winning team, but you still have the chance to join the hybrid course. And the hybrid course, because that I mentioned, many participants, they not only want to get the financial, but they would like to get the training from the experts, not only from Taiwan, but also from our stakeholder. Yeah. So that we can introduce to you about the high risk course. And some people also really would like to get experience in Taiwan. So may join in the 15 people, you may join the bootcamp Taiwan Vietnam in the November of this year. That Leslie mentioned that we're considering about your semester. You may join in the internship parallel with the high risk course. And for the bootcamp this time, that before your examination, you may have time to join bootcamp, exchange experience between Taiwanese and Vietnamese, so that you can learn more about the Taiwanese culture. So lately, you may have to be more lucky to be selected by Ben Sinopark internship from January to June next year. So take this opportunity to register, so don't miss out the chance. Yep. Next, please. Yeah, and now if you have any question, please don't hesitate to ask in or write down your message in the chat box. Until now, we have seen several questions through the chat box, so the organizer will gradually answer the question. Thank you so much.
Since Dr. Ngo has already come into a very comprehensive about the judging criteria, yeah, I'm going to answer a few questions that we already received prior than the events. And for those ones that you still have the questions, please continue to add up. I can see our community social media manager is super busy right now. Yeah, busy in line. Okay, very good. So let me explain, okay, a little bit more about what is the difference between the video and the deck. Okay, for me, I think to record a video is for us to understand who you are, because you are going to consist of some members that you started and decided to take the challenge. And secondly, is that why you are doing this? Because for this challenge, it has to be meaningful for you, and it has to be fitting to your interest or somehow that's related to your future planning. Okay, so why you take the challenge and how you would like to deal with it. I think that's why we need a video, because for us, before August the 20th to really see you, we want to see like who is joining the contest and who we are facing, because the program is not just about one competition. It's about that we are selecting the ones that is really passionate about what we are doing and who really want to create the positive impact to the world. That's the first thing. And about the pitch deck, I would say it's a capability check, because you have to demonstrate that what you can do and how you think you can do it differently. Everybody is going to have a very different ideas and also with the same problem, but people, you solve it in a different way. You solve it in a creative way, or you see it differently. So I'm going to come into why Bank Sinopec is bringing this topic to everybody. Let me explain. Actually, the question in everybody's mind is what is banks for? What are banks for? Can everybody tell me? Is there an answer in your mind that what you are taking banks for? Actually, financial services is highly related to almost everything in our life. A financial and also a proper financial literacy is going to give you a better skill set of a long-term planning of everybody's life, projects. If you are going to run a company, if you are going to have a travel plan, whatever, if there's any initiative in your mind, money, fundraising, saving, cost, everything, expenses, it's all related to financial literacy. So if we are seeing it from an educational way, that's this topic is not only about, it's about for everybody to rethink what is finance. So what is financial services meaning to the Vietnamese society? Right now, I know there are so many like national banks, and also there are so many like social media connected, and also there are some payments like Momo and the other. As I know, even Yellow has their own payments. But our payments are just the tools, or are they? How are they going to influence people's relationship? So for this and for now, that's actually while you are giving this, you have to a chance to think about that's a bank from Taiwan. Okay, it's from Taiwan, but it's been in Vietnam for 20 years already. But if this kind of brand, okay, this kind of brand is going to expand their business to communicate with local people, what is the core message that is the most important and influential? Will it be? And what is most valuable is that there is a company waiting for you to give your suggestions and also all your creativities, and you will be able to turn your idea into something real in real world. That is the biggest challenge for this future dynamic, because for future dynamic program, at the end of the day, we are hoping something can really happen. It's not just like, oh, we finish one presentation. If you only finish your project by the end of the day, you finish your presentation, that means you still have all those ideas hanging around in your mind. You didn't really use your skills, your actions. You haven't taken any actions to make it into realize. So about the marketing, there are some people who is asking about a submission. Okay, please please show your capability of how you want to make those products into real things, real world, real social media, real channels. Why you think it can work? Okay, so those are the questions for those ones who want me to clarify about the differentiation between video and pitch deck. For the video, please try to demonstrate who you are as much as possible and what you think about the challenges and how you're going to take it, how you're going to solve the problem. Okay. And for Bank Sinopec's core message, as I mentioned, as a financial services provider, they don't just want to be someone who just become, I don't know, just for somewhere to store your money. It's not just like that. A bank's supposed to help someone to complete a better planning of someone's life and how personal banking and also all these microloans are going to give help to those who are in need. That is the most important thing. So about the target audience, please think about who might be the ones who need this kind of services and can they get the help from Bank Sinopec. If we can identify, if you can identify a specific group of people and who happen to can take the services, then that will be a good match. And for the hybrid training courses, okay, to sum up, I would say after you demonstrate your idea in the CIFI challenge, after the competition, the actually almost like 3 months time is that we are going to give you the training about how you can break those ideas into action plans. You are going to do it with specific progress 1 week by 1 week. And for each week, you are going to identify, actually, you need to acquire more knowledge about different criteria in digital marketing. And for those courses are planned to get you harness and also capture all those skill sets to get your task done. And by the end of the bootcamp, that you are going to see the final landing page of these two products landed in somewhere on the websites or on the internet. That's your ideas, and all your ideas are going to be out there to help specific people. So that is what that is about. So, and that is why we are going to break this into 3 sessions. Any questions? Maybe Dr. Ngo can, or you can try to, maybe any questions that you feel like that those are the ones that you think that you can answer?
Yeah, I think you have answered very clearly about the video because many questions they related what they introduce in the video, and that's Leslie mentioned very detailed that you should show your product very clearly and why they using your product. Yeah, and to help the people who need your support. I think it's very important. But the video is less than 3 minutes, so be careful with the time. And I think that several questions related to about the hybrid course. They're asking what they you're learning from the hybrid course. This one, could you please carefully answer the question, Leslie? That we mentioned about digital banking and also, yeah.
Just from our experience, I actually personally that's I've been engaged in the innovation in digital banking in all this kind of personal banking for many years. I find that people people sometimes, okay, when you started thinking about banking, you think about your saving, from your, I don't know, your red envelope money or something. You think about for those money that come into your accounts and how you are going to get it out. But as I mentioned, um, for most of you, that you are able to reach to someone who is really directly participating in the business. And sometimes you don't really know that, yeah, actually I learned the most from the people around me. You are going to see different mindset with different position and also the work they do. And what is the most important? That's we don't have this kind of opportunity if we don't take the chance. Yeah. So I would like to actually I would like to add on a little bit about the product. A lot of because actually we do prepare some of the product description debrief about it, but because some of that has highly kind of like content with some of the internal message that is related to bank, but for now, because that's why we didn't really release it at this pace. But you don't need to worry. Why you don't need to worry is that because for CIFI, you just need to identify and also define. You just need to define what kind of product it is. And the second one is that what kind of bank it is providing. Bank Sanopac will be very different from all like Viacom, all the national banks. Those are very different. They were regulated by different levels. They were regulated by, and they can serve quite different types of customers. So what you need to clarify is about the positioning about the product itself. It's not about the detail. We can talk about the detail when we come into the work group. When we are working inside of the environments, then we can give all these suggestions and all this kind of how we can maybe modify or how we can give try different types of services in the long run. But for now, we are not doing a product redesign. We are doing a product marketing, which means if you have a right position about what the product is and what kind of services provider is providing, you are able to target to the target audience that might be able to benefit from this kind of services. And what kind of markets, for example, can younger generation benefit from this kind of microloans? Are they able to return all these microloans in time? We can think about all these kind of questions. By the time you are kind of having all these kind of marketing strategies, actually the most thing that you really need to think is what kind of product that you are really selling, who you are selling to, and will these people get benefits from that? Because for marketing, that is the core question. And marketing is about sell. What kind of people will get moved by my strategy, by my slogan, by my fan page, by my landing page? Why will they change your mind and decided to use our services? Those are the things that you really need to take into consideration. And if you one day that marketing is going to be your future career, of course, this will be the question that you have to think every day. Just like someone who work in advertisement, creative agency, work in all this kind of data-driven marketing firms and consulting firms. These are the questions that we think every day. So to take that into account, then we will definitely provide a very detailed information after CIFI. But for now, please. But let me just give you a quick hint, is that we actually have our Bank Sanopac manager, PR manager, and also marketing manager, who is in the Zalo Group. So if you are in the Zalo Group, I'm totally sure if you have a specific questions to them, they will be happy to answer all the questions you have. I'm setting Ruby up. But it's okay. I think Ruby will definitely. Ruby is the PR and also marketing manager in Bank Sinopac, and she is the local. And I do believe that with her very long-term experience in financial services, she's very happy to answer all your questions. So, is there any?
Leslie,
Oh, yes.
still have I think that you have answered the question related the video and also
Yeah.
the key product, and still have some question that I maybe I you have support you to answer the question.
Yeah.
For example, they asking about can I ask if I need to make two marketing plan into separate slide for two product or just one slide being I see the question. Just this one is up to your suggestion. You can create two slide or one slide, whatever you want, but just so to judging panel understand about your product as detailed as possible. The second question about the landing page. In the first step, I think that you may use the Canva to design it is better. It's okay, but lately, actually, you will learning the way how to show your product more detail it should be better. But in the beginning, maybe you can use Canva to describe your idea. Yeah. So about the third question number 3 about the video that Leslie already mentioned. So I don't want to repeat one more time.
Yeah. And also, I would like to add on about the question about the two products. I mean, either it's one product or two products. Actually, the process of the contest is for you to bring us into a scenario that you believe within specific scenario, target audience, occasion, and at that certain time, that's the target audience you suggested with the marketing strategy or marketing tactic, the approach that we take, they will change their mind and decided to use the products. I think that is the most important thing. It's the most important mission for you to deliver such pitch deck because with your pitch, if you can convince the judge that that specific target audience will change your mind because of your design,
Mm.
I think that's how that is the most important criteria, judging criteria along the way.
Mm-hmm. Thank
And
you,
then
Leslie.
one is very important is that do your research. Do
Yeah.
not just to solutions like immediately. You have to do your research, know your customer. You have to understand the Vietnamese market. You have to understand the specific group, how they are living in now how they are living in these markets, in this context, and why these products will be very attractive to them.
Yeah. Also continues with question number 5. You asking that you mentioned that you don't have the database for the product. So you asking that can we do it by estimating by ourselves or by our experience? That Leslie already answered the question. You have to do the survey, do the research to much more detail, not just only read in the internet and estimating by our estimation is not exactly at all. So you can make the survey to understand about the market. Yeah.
But I think a lot of students are from you guys are totally from very different backgrounds. And let me just give you kind of the inspiration is like for all the banks, international banks to enter any markets, it's the same challenge. It's about having a global operating business to join one local market. Then the team has to understand who they are, what they like, and with the combination or what kind of bundle or package that is going to make people started to trust the international bank to start become their clients. That's basically what you are going to answer. And maybe you can start by surveying and also understanding how does all those like global brands really enter all different kinds of markets. And maybe some of them they decided some of them targeting student markets, some of them targeting family markets, some of them are targeting, for example, friendship. Okay, a lot of social media they have been developing all this kind of bill splits or sending money here and that's why because that is the target markets. That is the target group they are facing. So for us, for you, is that you are representing you right now you are representing the bank. And also you are thinking about how this international bank are going to enter Vietnamese markets. Because before their business is only mostly are focusing on the to B. Okay, most of them are corporate clients. But if we are going to do the to C, all these individuals as our clients, what can we do? That is actually the question everybody needs to answer. And try your best within the 5 minutes, your pitch deck, and also the 3 minutes video. We hope to understand you.
Thank you, Leslie.
Yeah.
And you also asking about the landing page campaign on social media. This one actually the online voting. You start from August 16 to August 23rd. 23. So the NCK obviously help you create the social media fan page. So you don't need to create anything. We just create the fan page for the campaign, and then you spread the information to all of your network. You
Yeah.
don't need to create the
Yeah.
campaign by yourself.
Sorry, there are two questions that I feel like to add on because I just saw it. The first one is that for the participant along the way, they are going to have different certificates along the way. For those one you finish the CIFI, you are going to receive the certificates of finishing. Okay, the certificate in honor to prove that you finish the contest. And the second one is about the winning team. Okay, for the winning team, for the place that you earn, you are going to have the certificate of your prize. Okay, and the third one who are able to join the work group as almost like a 4 months internship as a work group together with Atelier Future and the Bank Sinopac, you will receive the certificates as the full-time intern. Okay, from August all along the way to November. Yeah, so that will be actually the certificates. But definitely, if you are able to join the paid intern later, definitely you will get those, of course. And the second one is about is there any opportunities? As I told you, that the colleagues from Bank Sinopac is actually with us all along the way. And some of them are Taiwanese, some of them are Vietnamese, some of them are global members. And what they are doing is that's definitely along the way for the talent cultivation, that they are offering opportunities as working or internship or any kind of, but let me tell you, once you graduate from school, all the opportunity has to come in your hands. You have to pursue it. So you need to find the right people in our community, no matter from the Zalo Group, no matter in the judge panel, no matter in the community or our physical engagement. That's find your opportunity to find the right people and find that opportunity. And as I can tell you, definitely there are so many opportunities along the way. Okay, so this is about the questions that so far are there any questions?
I also see one question from DBI. They're asking that about the budget maximum, but I'm not sure what you're asking, what kind of budget here. So do you available here, DBI? I see DBI, but I'm not sure. Uh, yep. Are you available here? You're asking about the maximum budget, but I'm not sure. I cannot understand what you would like to mention. Yeah. So could you please? I see you answer the question. My response. You respond to. Yeah.
We will make it precisely about the GMT time. Yeah, we are sorry that we didn't kind of make it more precise last time about this orientation. And for those who didn't catch up in the first parts of this orientation, that's we will definitely announce and also release the recording of this orientation. And for those, definitely, if you are only just one team, I mean, you are just one team member of your team, that we will release the recording to you so you can share with your teammates. Don't be worried. Yeah, we will release it as soon as we finish it.
Promotion.
And yeah, the positions. Yeah, full-time positions. I'm sure that Sinopac is open for recruiting all the time. I mean, they have their seasonal recruiting, of course, and you have to make sure that you graduates and you are qualified, and also you will meeting to the criteria as I mentioned. And I already show you the way. There are some key men. There are some key people that you are able to identify and ask questions. So go on. But the first thing is that you have to demonstrate yourself in the CIFI first. Please, my query about e-certificates. There's a e-certificates. Yes, we
Yeah.
will. Yeah, definitely, we will issue the e-certificates. But is there like a further question about what kind of e-certificates it is? Do you mean like should we issue the kind of e-certificates that you can publish on your LinkedIn or something? If that is the question, that's we can definitely dive into it. But with all the seal and also the kind of the qualification and also the trademark and the things provided by NCKU, Bank Sinopac, and also Atelier Future, I think that should be authorized from the company and also the school first. Deliver message.
Yes, they asking about also the budget for the promotion for the campaign. You see the DBI one question from the our participant.
Yeah, and there's one that asking about, do I need to make a real products? I would say the work group has the mission of making all the efforts to help one product to be landed into the company. And that means that you are working together with the group of people who work in the company originally. So we are going to have this parallel track together with a work group, with some professional mentors, together with the people who are the team from Bank Sinopec. And altogether, the team are going to pull it through and make the landing page and the products landed. But you are not going to design one product on your own. We are going to be like a special task force working together with Bank Sinopec to prove. And also, it's a scouting process for Bank Sinopec to find someone who got the really potential, and also, yeah, that are also scouting for someone they like to work together in the long run. Yeah, I think we just passed 1 hour. Is there any other question? Winning a content. Oh yeah. Is it possible to come? Yes. You are not, we highly recommend for you to join the bootcamp, but because your personal affair or the other situation, that we can definitely talk about it. And if you win the bootcamp and you would like to give your seat to the other like individual applicants to filling the seats to the hybrid courses and also the bootcamp, then we will also thank you for you to kind of like be able to give this opportunity to the other individual who really want to do it.
For the question related to the budget for the promotion and for the campaign, until now we don't limit it. You just considering in the reasonable resources and budget as you think is possible for your project. So you decide it by your team after you survey the markets and also based on your product too. Thank you.
Yeah, about the landing page campaign on social media, actually, as we talked with the judge panel and also the Bank Sinopec, I think they would like you to have a markup. And a markup means that you have to make it look like real. Yes, we will send you the record, no problem. Any other questions? I think yeah, any student outside of NCKU, definitely, of course, we open this and also we partner with UEH, University of Banking, Ho Chi Minh City, and also we work with 百科大学, we work with FPT University, we work with so many universities in order to recruit the really, really talented students, aren't we? Yeah, so the price and also everything, it's not limited to any school or limited to only if you are a freshman, okay? We won't accept any applicants who just enter their university. Yeah. That's the only, yeah, and also not the ones who are in high school. Don't try to talk your brother or sister in, okay? You can have.
Thank you, Leslie.
If you cannot make it a 4, let us know how difficult it is. Sometimes we try to reason.
I think that we don't have any question until now, but you still can send a question through the Zalo group, or even though you send a question to the Vietnam Hub Facebook, we will collect to the organizer and also answer the question.
Yeah, please, later on in the Yellow group, when you try to publish any notes or raise any questions, please be precise. And secondly, please organize your thoughts, okay? It's not like a chit chat group. So please make your questions organized. And for these questions, come to the school. For these questions, come to the judge panel. For these questions, come to the bank, to the company. Please make it precise. Otherwise, not everyone is up there and trying to get your question like 24 hours a day.
Thank you.
And really appreciate everybody for joining the journey. And I think this is going to be fun. And yeah. Someone raise your hand? No? Okay. Any other questions from our social media guru? We have a mini social group media group here. If not, I'm thinking maybe Dr. Ngo and I are going to close this session for now.
Yeah, you still can leave the question on the Zalo group, and even though the Facebook of the NCK Overseas Hub in Vietnam. And I just remind you before we close the session that on August 5th, we will finish close the registration process. So please carefully to arrange of your work and register for the contest. Thank you.
Thank you, and see you soon in August the 20th.
Yeah.
And
See you.
yeah, welcome to Taiwan afterwards. For those who really want to win the chance to have the experience learning and also doing things working in Taiwan, please pour your full strength. And then with the full strength and the opportunity is yours. Thank you. Have a
Thank
good
you and goodbye.
Thank you, Leslie. Thank you, Miss Me. Bye bye.
you. Thank you, Ruby. Thank you.
Thank you, Kiki.
Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.
Thank you so much, Leslie, for your very comprehensive introduction and answer. Thank you so much. Oh, Leslie have leaving. Okay, I leave the meeting too. Thank you so much, Ernest and Ting.
Thank you. I just want to ask that any e-certificate will be issued for this webinar.
This orientation, we don't provide a certificate, but for the but for the civic contest lately, we will provide the certificate. This one just like orientation to introduce the policy of the contest to all of the participants.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, please warmly welcome all you also join the contest. Very nice to see you here.
Yeah, it's physical.
Excuse me, I cannot hear your voice.
The contest is physical or hybrid.
Actually, we have also hybrid and also physical, like physical and also online too. If you are not in Vietnam, you may join online. But if you're
Yes,
in Vietnam, we welcome you to join on site too. I
because
think
I'm in
the
Pakistan, so I would love to join via online.
yeah, online also possible.
Yes,
Please find out your team
yes,
and yeah, and get the prize. It's very luckily not only you join the contest, but you also can may join the hybrid course. And the hybrid course we have very good expertise from not only NCKU but also from our partner. Yeah, you may learn a lot about digital transformation and digital marketing, about digital banking. Yeah,
yes. Sure. Thank you so much.
yeah, you're welcome. Bye bye.